The Rougarou, a Louisiana Bayou legend. Some legends are told to scare children into behaving. Others are told to explain the unexplainable. But in Louisiana, there are stories people don't tell unless they have to. Stories whispered at kitchen tables. Stories that stop mid-sentence when someone new walks into the room. Stories that always end the same way. Don't talk about it at night. Because in the Bayou, some things are still listening. Long before highways cut through the wetlands, before streetlights and cell towers, there were rules. Rules passed down through families who lived close to the land and closer to God. Break those rules, and the punishment wasn't always immediate. Sometimes, it followed you home. They say the Rougarou begins as a person, a neighbor, a friend, someone who looks just like you, during the day. The curse was said to fall on those who broke sacred vows, those who ignored Lent, those who mocked faith, those who committed sins they thought no one saw. But the swamp sees everything. At night, the curse wakes up. Bones stretch, joints bend the wrong way, skin tightens or splits. And what emerges isn't fully human anymore, not fully animal either. They say the curse lasts 101 days, unless it's passed on. In the early 2000s, a man driving home late took a back road through the bayou, the kind of road locals use and outsiders avoid. No streetlights, no houses, just trees pressing in on both sides. He said he saw it step into his headlights. At first, he thought it was a deer. Then it stood up. It was too tall, too thin. Its arms hung low, past where arms should reach. And it didn't flinch from the light. It just watched him. The man didn't wait. He slammed the gas and didn't look back. But when he got home, he heard it. Footsteps on the porch. Heavy, measured, something sniffing at the door. He stayed awake until sunrise. By morning, there were no tracks, just deep scratches in the wood, high up, where a man couldn't reach. Hunters in the swamp know animal tracks. They know hog prints, deer, coyotes. So when they found the footprints, they stopped laughing. The tracks started as bare human feet, heel, toes. Then, a few steps later, they stretched. Claws pressed into the mud, toes fused, pads widened. The stride lengthened, and then they just ended. No sign of where it went. No return trail, as if whatever made them had simply risen off the ground. If you grow up near the bayou, there's a rule everyone knows. If you hear your name called at night, from the trees, you don't answer. Because the Rougarou is said to mimic voices, a loved one, a friend, a child crying, anything to make you step closer, anything to make you look. One woman claimed she heard her grandmother calling to her from the edge of the woods. Same voice, same tone, but her grandmother had been dead for 10 years. A group of teenagers once camped near the swamp, ignoring warnings they thought were exaggerations. Late into the night, someone noticed the woods had gone quiet. No frogs, no insects, just the fire. Then they saw the eyes, two of them, low at first, watching from beyond the light. When one of the teens shined a flashlight toward the trees, the eyes rose, higher, as if whatever they belonged to had stood up. They ran. They didn't pack. They didn't look back. By morning, their campsite was destroyed, the tent shredded, food gone, and deep claw marks circled the fire pit. The Rougarou isn't just a monster. It's a reminder, a warning. It hunts livestock, pets, sometimes people. But it doesn't kill without reason. They say it's always looking for a replacement, someone to carry the curse, someone who broke the rules, someone who thinks they're safe. And the worst part? During the day, it remembers everything it did at night. Old protections still exist, salt at doorways, symbols scratched into wood, never saying its name aloud after dark. And one final rule: if you suspect someone is the Rougarou, don't confront them, because if they draw your blood, you'll take their place. So if you're driving late and you see something step into your headlights, if you hear your name whispered from the trees, if the woods suddenly fall silent, don't stop, don't answer. And whatever you do, don't follow it. Because the Bayou keeps its secrets, and some legends are still very much alive.